Hello.
Hey,
You
trying to
didn't.
get my computer going.
Yeah, we're live right now, but yes, we're already late. So let's just get started. I suppose the best thing to do, if you want to get people warmed up, that'd be great.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Great day, everyone. Great morning, great afternoon, great evening, depending on what part of the world you're in. This is Tisa Christiana Sprawl. I'm the Global Operations Director here for the family of Avazoo, home of the world's first billion-dollar raffle. And everyone on that call should know this because we've been anticipating this call all week. And we are actually going to be talking about it for the next 10 days as well, making sure that everybody, including the old ambassadors that didn't make it to VIPs, will get their free ticket. So go ahead. I really want to, we're just going to take a minute to get everybody started. Make sure that everybody's joining us, and you really want to focus on the call so you understand what's going on with the new opportunity, and so that nobody misses out. And we definitely need to make sure that all of our ambassadors from before that were involved are not missing out. So you want to make sure you continue to reach out to them as well. You can take notes if you want to, but this is a recorded call, so you will be able to recap and review. Dave will be joining us in a minute, as I'm sure you did hear his voice. I was supposed to be a minute ahead of him, but I was a minute behind. And Dave actually always taught me that early is on time and on time is late. So right now, this will be a short call. So we definitely will make sure to appreciate your time. It is a live Q&A, so we will be answering your questions. Make sure that you put your questions not in the chat box, but in the Q&A section of the webinar. So down in the bottom of your screen, or maybe you're on mobile and it's located somewhere else, you want to make sure to...
Please, sorry to interrupt, sweetie, but we're not going to do a Q&A today. That's what we've been telling people. This is a straight point to the call because of people's data plans, and we're concerned from people from overseas. So we're going to go straight to the point today. We're going to have 10 days of Q&As that they can answer and get involved. We've got lots going on today.
Oh, okay.
We need to do. So
wonderful.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. I do apologize. Thankfully, we don't have any questions in the Q&A yet. So we'll just save our questions for another time. But Dave, if you're ready, we can go ahead and let you.
I'm actually not. I'm just on the phone right now with a celebrity that we're going to be bringing on to the call. And that's why I just needed you to say hello to everybody. But I will be with you in 2 minutes. So the folks get settled in. We are bringing on Rashad Jennings, Dancing with the Stars champion, and also NFL running back. So I think actually Justin can most probably bring up his image. I think he was going to do for me. So but I'm just doing a couple of things and I'll be right with everybody so everybody can get connected. If you haven't got your ambassadors on yet, people that have signed up, lost the ticket, text them now, get them on the call because it's important. This is going to be your free ticket. And it's an interesting day today, which I'm going to explain. I'm going to start off with a calendar. So be with you in a minute, Tisa.
Okay, wonderful. Thanks, Dave, for the heads up. All right, sorry about that, guys. I do apologize, guys and gals. But at least now you know where the call's going, and we definitely keep it short for you. And it sounds like Rashad may be joining us, so that's exciting. We haven't actually had a chance to hear his voice in a while. So, well, good morning, everyone. I see Elias is on here. We've got Beatrice. Good morning to everybody. Good morning, Sajan from India. Keith Fields. Everyone's excited. I love it. I love the energy here today. This is awesome. All right. So we've got, everything that we do here seems to get better and better and better. So that's definitely a good thing that everybody on board just gets a bigger and better opportunity. And we're going to be able to help so many people. Hey, Beatrice from Kenya, welcome and greetings. Wow, I love seeing everybody here from all over the world. The comments are moving so fast, they're hard to keep up with. I love it. Buenos tardes from Venezuela, Richard Hernandez. All right. Good morning, everybody. And it looks like we got Raju on here. And go, 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 Avazoo. I love it. Roses to everybody. Toronto, Canada. Welcome, welcome. United Kingdom. From Devon, United Kingdom. Richard Atkins. Hello, everybody. All right. So let's see here. I'm sure everybody's really excited that we're giving the ambassadors another opportunity to get a free ticket, especially since they weren't able to get the qualifications that they were required to the first time. So that's going to be great that we have that available. And I'm sure after that, there's only going to be the most exciting positive opportunities with Avazoo. So I'm really excited. I see Dave coming in. As you can tell, I kind of need them. Dave's got the master plan for sharing today. We can see your screen share, Dave. And maybe that was Justin coming in. Justin, do you have that picture you want to pull up of Rashad? Oh, we have another one here from India. Welcome. All right, great day, everybody. Okay, so I was actually looking at, make sure you guys check out our social media pages. We've got our your screen share.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay.
That's okay.
Are you with me? Can you hear me?
Who did you ask for? It cut up a little bit.
I said, can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
All right, let's rock and roll, guys. Let's get this thing going because we're worried about your data. So good morning, wherever you are around the world. Thank you for joining the call. Today, it's going to be straight to the point. We're not going to do a Q&A. For those of you who don't know who I am David Cutler. I am COO of Avazoo, and it's been a long week and a lot of hours. So we got a lot to go through, but I want to quickly bring everybody up to date. I'm going to take 5 minutes here and no more just to kind of bring everybody up where we are, what's going on. We have a guest speaker coming on, but it's not a guest. It's actually our host of our event. So Justin, if you can look for him when he comes on, or Tisa, and make him a panelist so he can come in, that's going to be great. So let's start off right with turning the clock back. That's why I have a calendar. So if you actually look at the calendar right now, this is the 2021 calendar. We kicked off the ambassador program around the 15th of May to a very small people to get things kind of started. And then we met some people and it kind of grew and it kind of grew. Well, the first thing I want to do is I want to apologize. But then after that, for a year, I've been apologizing about this program, and it's time for us to move on. Like my dad said, hey, keep apologizing doesn't fix the future, okay? So I want to let everybody know from the deepest part of my heart that the ambassador program was a real mess up. It was the way it was actually, it would have been a good program. However, it was the way it come across. Not realizing in today's technology, people find people just by having a landing page, or people have a simple sign-up process where people don't actually know people. In my days, when I was a little younger, when we networked, we didn't have the beepers and the cell phones and the smartphones. And, you know, we went and talked to people face to face. We'd go over to their house. Well, when we wrote the ambassador program, because we had a couple of us old dogs when we put the program together, we kind of assumed everybody was going to do what we done. Bad mistake, learning curve number one, right? Don't always assume that everybody's going to do what you do. Well, that was a good point. So when we launched this thing, it went crazy. Thanks to Alan, thanks to Graham, thanks to Eduardo, thanks to a few people, we went from nothing, zero, to about 18,000 ambassadors in about 30 days. Pretty amazing, all the people that were signing up. The problem was, they didn't know what they were signing up for. They got an email, they found a landing page, it said receive a free ticket. And that's the part I want to apologize to you, because nobody, unfortunately, we live in a world today where we just click buttons and we don't really often read everything what was there. And what it said was, you can receive your free ticket if you go out and recommend this to 20 other people. Now, remember, there was no cost, no sign up, no personal information, no credit cards, nothing at all. All you had to do was share it with 20 people. And the original program was 20 people in 20 days. In other words, find a friend to talk about this charitable raffle around the world, explain the program to them, and find one each day that would want to sign up. Well, unfortunately, that didn't work. And it didn't work because the main reason was the person, you, the individual, didn't know exactly what to do. So that's not your fault. It was perhaps the way we pronounced it or broadcast it or advertised it, whatever you want to call it. Well, the reason I brought up the calendar here, it's such an important day today. And this is all about timing, right? It's in the Lord's hands, as I've said 1,000 times. For those of you who've been with us for a long time, we appreciate it. But when we done that, what happened was this date we come out on the 15th, then we made June 1st the kind of official date in our heads. And through that period of the whole month of June, it really was getting exciting. We had a lot of people coming in, signing up, but we noticed that they weren't doing very good. And at the end of June, we extended it from 20 days to 40 days. And we said, okay, perhaps they're having more of a problem than we thought of. Well, June was exciting. We took it from 20 days to 40 days. And all of a sudden, things were kind of slowing down. People weren't signing up. Well, I kept saying to the people, hey, listen, you know, there's got to be something wrong, got to be something wrong. And what's interesting to today's date? Today's date is, if you look at the calendar, obviously, it's July the 30th. Well, if you look at that date right there, July 30th, this is 2021, what I'm looking at right here, guys. That day, Tuesday, I left out of Memphis. I was in a motorhome. And Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I had got COVID so bad that people kind of thought I was out, done, finished. My oxygen level had gone down into the 70s and 80s, and it was pretty bad. But through them 3 days, I was talking and praying, and I come to this conclusion that the ambassador program was no good. We had to change it. And here we are a year to the day that the vision come to me and said, hey, we've got to make a VIP program, and we've got to go back and change it from ambassador $20 ticket to a $100 ticket, and thank them and help them out what to do. So we upgraded our program to a VIP program, and we apologize. Well, unfortunately, there was a bad taste in people's mouths. They didn't realize they didn't get the ticket. They got taken out of the program, deactivated, and there was all kinds of reasons. So let's stop worrying about the past now, but I just wanted to let everybody know that's not been on a call and hasn't been here for a while. This is the time frame that it all took place. Now, here's the good news. So we've gone a year. We've gone through everything you can possibly imagine. We've gone through situations where we extended the ambassador program 2 weeks, then a month. Then we extended it 3 months. Then we had a pay system, a credit card machine. Then we went into a legal problem with Europe where they changed the law on credit cards. Again, I don't want to go through the whole past, but just to give everybody an idea. What this done is it took all the way from July all the way through to the end of the year 2021. The ambassadors, and at the time there was, you know, the VIP new program, people were getting entries for signing up. And these entries that they were getting, we would, every time we reactivated them every 2 weeks, they got another 10 entries. So for an example, if I signed up Tisa and Tisa didn't qualify in the 2 weeks, we reactivated them and said, look, we'll give you more time. Every time we extended somebody, it would give that upline the extra 10 free entries. So what was happening is people were getting thousands upon thousands of entries where we kept reactivating. So what we were doing good has actually created as a problem. So first of all, you take a problem and you convert it to a positive. So here's the positive. You guys on the call today and over the next 10 days are going to have an opportunity to get that free ticket. See, I believe in the word free. If it's free, it means it's free. It's not a bait and switch. Hey, you do this, you get it free. You receive something free. So everybody on this call and everybody tomorrow is going to do the recording, and over the next week, you are going to receive a free $20 ticket. If you had upgrade to the VIP program and you have less than 1,000 entries, you will receive a free VIP ticket. That is a $100 ticket. Now, I want to be upfront and tell everybody why we can't do the ambassador, the $100 ticket. That would have been my goal. That would have been my wish. But I'm going to show you something that I think you're going to be excited about even more than a free $20 ticket. So step number one, the ambassador program was designed as a promotional to advertise for the company. Instead of spending millions of dollars in advertisement, you would open up the app or download the app first, open the app, and go out and post things on Facebook, Twitter, etc., etc. Well, you was broadcasting for us. The best word of mouth advertisement is coming from you. So it would be up on your Facebook page, your Twitter account, whatever it was going to be. So that was a way to advertise about Avazoo and the worldwide charitable raffle. You was doing it for us, and that's why we give you the ticket. Kind of common sense, right? But what would happen is people would see your posting and they would say, hey, my friend's in this, it must be real. So in other words, it was going to help us overcome the credibility problem that when you say you're doing a $1 billion raffle, all of a sudden it says, oh, that's got to be a scam. Then they start looking for it. And you see all these companies out there that love what we call piggybacking off of other good websites, so they get the traffic. So the next thing is we got other people out there writing things about their lotteries and their companies. So by having all you ambassadors talk positive about us, it was a way to overcome them issues. But the problem was, and this is just being honest, you ambassadors didn't get your ticket. So now you're thinking, hey, this has got to be a scam because I didn't get my ticket. Well, here's the funny part. And I talk to attorneys about this on a regular basis, and celebrities and corporations. Well, isn't a scam mean that you're trying to take money from somebody? I think so. I mean, what's the scam? You're going to give us your email address and you're going to give us your name and we're going to put you in a raffle. We didn't ask you for where you lived. So my point being is, how can it be a scam if we've never asked for any money? And here we are a year later and still haven't done that. So it's pretty amazing how the mind can create an image. The other big thing what's been going on recently is the word $1 billion mega ball. There has been a winner last night of $1 billion. You can Google it if you don't see it in your country, of $1 billion winner here in the USA who won over $1 billion in the mega ball this week. So that's the 5th time that has happened, that there's been $1 billion won as a prize. Here's the big difference. They have 1 in 300+ million chances. And with their raffle, you have 1 in 50 million chances, or 1 in 3 of a cash prize. So we have a unique program, and it's all driven by receiving free entries to generate doing good deeds. So it's kind of exciting. So let's get back to this so we can move on and tell you what you need to do. So the ambassadors switched over to the VIPs. The ambassadors kind of walked away from the program, and you're back today and back over the next few days. So we're going to give you the $20 ticket, absolutely no obligation. All you're going to do is go to one single form, and I'm going to show you that form here in a few seconds, which I'll actually bring up now, might be easier. And this is all you're going to have to do. You cannot do it today. So please do not go and do often what people do. They turn around and they take the web address of where it's going to be, and then they turn around and go in there. At the moment, if you go in here and try to do this, it will delete you completely. It will completely delete you. Do not go to the web address you see. This is a temporary site to show you what you're going to do. Now, everybody that's had an email address in the past, you will enter it. I'm going to come back to the word in a second. You're going to enter your email address in this form right here. As long as you have been in our system, it will identify what category you was in there, whether you was a player, whether you was an ambassador, whether you was a member, whether you was a VIP. All you're going to do is put your address in here. It will hit, you'll hit verify, and it immediately will pull all of your information. If you've got, and a lot of people done this, if you put a different name in there for whatever reason, if you called yourself James Bond, okay, you now have the opportunity to upgrade your name to the correct one. This needs to meet your government ID. So if you are the lucky winner, remember there's $1 billion winner, 100 people win $1 million each, plus all the other prizes. You want to be able to claim that. If you've got the wrong name in here and you show up with your entry and your email address is not the working, you will not be able to claim your prize. So please make sure you fit it in. We ask for a birth month, but not a date, a year. That's it. Your password, your password. So these will automatically come over. Then what will happen is, whatever your category is, if you're an ambassador, it will take you straight to a player's level. So instead of having this, it would say promotional $20 ticket. And that promotional $20 ticket means that you are in the raffle with no obligation, no commitment, no qualifications, zero. You fill it in. You do need to make sure you've got your country code, your mobile number, do that twice, and alternate phone number. These two things here, plus your email address, is the way you will be contacted when you're the lucky winner. Now, we need to know what country you're from, obviously, because there are restrictions. Then down here, there are some simple instructions. If you're in a country that is restricted, you need to go and put in what country you're in, and then you're going to put, I am currently traveling outside my country, okay? Or I am using a voucher coupon to register for an NFT or an entry. This is the one you would use if, for example, you was in the USA right now, because it says you are using a promotional ticket, okay? So the promotional tickets, that's the link you're going to do. Now, down here, there is a big statement that I want to make clear. We are recording the call, and I want to make sure you know. It says, I have reviewed and agreed on the terms and conditions for the Avazoo raffle, okay? Please add me to your Avazoo raffle newsletter if you want to, and I'm over the age of 18 at the time of the NFT or rental. These have to be clicked. Recommend always that if you need to, go to your terms and conditions. Everything, when you sign this and hit that submit, that turns around and that now overrides everything that has been done in the past. So your old ambassador program where you had to have 20 people, now you don't have to do that, the new terms. So now please read this very quickly if you can. Okay, it's important. Note, your existing email address will identify your current information in our system, just as I explained. We're recommending you keep it for a period of 2 years so that your email address will be recognized. Remember, there is a raffle, and then you've got to get the prize. And if you're in the VIP, you're going to be in the D-Day raffle as well. So please make sure you use an email address that is current. This is for everybody that's active if you want to change it. Then your raffle entry status of your email will identify the type, just as I explained below, your current free entries rewards. I agree that this is a true and accurate likeness of my free entries. Now, when you put in that email address, which is right there, right under here, there is going to be your box will pop up, and it will show exactly your dashboard of how many entries you have. So rather than you upload an image, when you come down here and put this email address, it's going to show all of your entries you have in a little box right here. It's going to pop up, and it's going to say that you've got 400 for this, 200 for that, 500 for this, for a total of 1,700 or whatever amount it is. You're just going to hit confirm. If there is a problem, read what it says. If my entries are adjusted, I will have the opportunity to dispute those adjustments with the player support. Now, of course, folks, the reason we've had to do this is because we are doing the audit, which has created this wonderful problem. Again, a negative to a positive. We've had a chance to bring all the ambassadors back. Now what happens is you individuals will now be able to look at this and say, okay, how did I lose 500 entries? Well, the reason you lost 500 entries is because Peter, Sue, Tom kept signing up every 2 weeks, and they kept getting reactivated, and they kept giving you free entries. However, it's only one person, and you're only entitled to them entries one time. So folks, you will see a deduction if you signed up a lot of people. So please understand, you'll have the opportunity to dispute them in any way. Now, for those of you who are new on the call, free entries cost us no money, zero money. There is no downside to the company giving you free entries apart from an ethical reason. So for those of you who are not sure how that works, you only get one entry. Okay, that entry goes into raffle, 50 million tickets, but you can increase your probability by winning a jackpot because you have hundreds, if not thousands, of additional duplicate of your numbers. So if your number is ABC and you only have one entry on day one of the 6-day raffle, your raffle number gets pulled, ABC, your raffle is over. However, if you go and do good deeds and you use the app and drop off food at the food bank and help people in the neighborhood and help the farmers and so on, what happens is every time you do that, you receive additional entries. So you see ABC, ABC, ABC again and again. However, You can only win one prize, and it's always the biggest prize. Day one, you win $10. Day two, you win 10,000. You forfeit the $10, and that $10 goes to a charity in your name. You keep the 10,000. So the whole objective, the whole methodology of the game is about these free entries. So it's a very, very ethical thing for us. Not only does the audit have to get it right to make sure that you've got 5,000 entries, you've got 5,000 entries in the raffle. That means each day they get bigger, they get larger, all the way down to day 6, where you win $1 million. You could win $1 million on day 6, and you've run out of entries, and you go, wow, okay, that's not good, because tomorrow's the $1 billion and I still want to be in there. So the objective is use the app, go into the CRC, Communication Resource Center, and receive additional free entries. Now, all free entries right now are on hold. You cannot get any free entries at the moment because we're going through the audit. This process is going to start on Monday. On Monday, what will happen is you will have to go to check in to your check into your app, you'll check into the CRC whenever that time's going to be on Monday, and it's going to block you. Now, please listen carefully. It's just like a bank or anything else. When you go in, it doesn't matter who you are in the company, management, everybody. When you go to log in, it's going to redirect you to this page you're looking at right now. When you come to this page, you just complete it. That's it. That's the simplest process we can do. You just complete it. You continue on, and then what will happen is the end of 10 days. So the reason it'll happen Monday is August 1st is on Monday, and August 10th is the cutoff. You have 10 days that we're going to educate people and help people. Now, our goal is to get a minimum 50% of the ambassadors re-signed into the program. If you put your email address in there and you do not know your password, it doesn't matter. The email address will confirm and you can reset your password. However, if you don't have your email address, you will not, and I repeat, you will not be able to get your ticket. So please go and look at your spam folders, look at your emails from last year, and go and see if you can find your email if you've lost it. Now, I want to tell you some good news. Okay, I know we got some people coming on, and Tisa, I think you just asked me a question while I'm taking a break. Did you need to know something?
I do apologize. I see Rashad on here. I'm going to have Justin make him a panelist because for some reason it's not working for me. But I thought he might have been the one. We have somebody in here with a 949 phone number, so I was just double checking.
But you've got him now, right?
I have found Rashad, yes. Okay,
well, I'm going to bring him on in 2 minutes. Just let me because I know he's chatting and most people looking good and everything else. So,
Thank you.
So folks, ambassadors, listen carefully. Again, and I mean again, okay, we're going to do something very special. In the next 10 days, we want you to sign up all the people that we are unable to reach. Your friends, your family, whatever it takes to get them that free ticket, okay? But we're also going to do something different. At the end of 10 days, we're going to announce how you as ambassadors can actually get upgraded at no cost to the VIP ticket, okay? We're going to show you how to do that. And it's going to be a lot starting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all next week. We're going to be doing calls. I've been doing them every day this week. We're going to be doing calls to tell you how to do that. So ambassadors, where you had the $20 ticket and you've guaranteed got that now, we're going to give you an option to upgrade. Now, it's not going to cost you any money, but it's going to cost you a little bit of commitment to reach out to some of those people. And that's what we're going to do. Now, for those of you VIPs, this is really exciting today because this is your first day forward moving from a VIP to a distributorship. And now we've just announced the distributorship and getting ready to do a press release. It's even going to be more exciting for you. So those of you 250 plus people that are VIPs and your new distributorship, we will start explaining that program to you next week in detail so you know it. And you'll also have an option if you say, well, you know what, that may be too much for me at my time of life, or that may be too much that I don't want to get involved in. Now, for those of you who don't know what the distributorship program is in that country, is very simple. You will actually be the eyes, the ears of Avazoo, and the cause is what we're doing. You will go out and meet with the different contractors that are putting in sewer pipes or whatever it may be, power stations, or you'll have an office that is paid for by the company. You'll have employees and people will come in to purchase tickets and do customer service. So some of you may not want to do that. You will have an override of the area that you pick. We're going to go into details next week, but we do realize that possibly it may be too much for you. So you will have the option to just take a package A, which is a hybrid option, which basically gives you your $100 ticket for this raffle and your D-Day raffle, again, without any money or any cost qualifications. So we're going to start on Monday night, the company update call. We're going to start going into that each and every day next week. This is a 10-day window. At the end of the 10 days, guys, we got to close down. Then we're going to flush all of the entries out of the system. And once we flush all of the entries out of the system, we will then manually go back and everybody's entries we will round up. Please listen. If you've got 900, it will round up to 1,000. If you've got 1,001, it will round up to 1,500. If you've got 8,002, it will round up to 8,500. So it's always going to roll up to the nearest 500. Now, I have to do this as a disclaimer. When you fill this in, and it says it right here, your free entries may get adjusted. So you might see it down here where it says you've already got 900, 2,000 entries. However, what will happen is after the adjustment, that may come down maybe 300, 200, even 1,000 less. Okay, it could happen. You will have that opportunity to talk to player support to say, can and why did this happen? And our audit will provide a complete documentation of every per second of where the entries have come from. So please don't worry. But because entry numbers don't cost us money, I've got a saying that everybody knows in customer service: just take care of them. Just take care of them. So if you come in there and say, I'm missing 2 entries, we're not going to give you 2 entries. We'll most probably give you 10 entries. But please make sure you have legitimate backup why there's 2 entries. Why? Because it's ethical. It's being honest. It's being upfront. So don't come on and just say, oh, I missed 10 entries on day 20th of so-and-so month, because we will be able to look at it and see it. But if you have a legitimate claim, we will take care of you. So folks, I'm excited. The ambassadors, you now finally have got this free ticket. And I know you've had a lot of credibility issues. So I asked a friend, well, he wasn't a friend. He is now though. So let me stop sharing right now. Through Jim Wagner, that's headed up our nonprofit program that you guys all know, we had the opportunity. We have a lot of celebrities that are on board with us for TV commercials. And let me be honest with celebrities and anybody in business. It's very hard to get somebody to do things for free, very difficult. Everybody loves what we're doing. Everybody's concerned that, hey, is it real? You know, have we got the right pay system in place? Have we got our license in place and all that? Well, it's taken us 18 years to get here. And the answer is yes, yes, and yes. We are going to a huge event out in Singapore this August to basically introduce it to the industry. So we're very excited about that. We have a lot of celebrities that have made commitments over the years. Everybody from everything, different artists, singers, film actors that all love it. And one of the reasons they love it, folks, so you know, is we've asked them to be the ones that pick the $1 million winners. Now, the $1 million winners is 100 people, so 100 celebrities. Each person that wins $1 million, the celebrity wins $1 million for their charitable cause. So if you've got celebrities, any of you know any that would like to get $1 million for their cause, and we still have room, they can actually come in and be one of the people that pick the winners. Now, when do we predict the actual event to take place? Well, we're going to, the official launch date we're setting right now for August 24th. That's the date we picked. There's a particular reason for that. We'll explain another day. And then what will happen is is it will take approximately 100 days from that time to sell out the tickets. So what we're looking at is right towards the end of the year, we could actually do the raffle. But we've decided that because of the El Gordo and because what happens in December, the El Gordo is the largest Spanish lottery. It's called El Gordo, the fat one. We've decided that that'd be actually a great opportunity for us to launch the second raffle. So the first raffle will kick off. The second raffle will launch through the month of December, which is when the El Gordo. Why would you pay $240 for a ticket unless they change the price to only win maybe $3 or $4 million when you can spend $20 and win $1 billion? So we're going to use that momentum at Christmas, the holidays, where people are in the buying mode, whether it be a gift card, and we're going to launch raffle number 2, which means the raffle event will be in January, predicted in January. Now, something again I want to tell you about. You ambassadors, each and every one of you will have the opportunity to come to that event totally free. That means we will bring you to that event. You will spend 3 nights, 4 days at the event with celebrities, red carpet, and you're going to find out all about that in the next 10 days. Total cost on us, lock, stock, and barrel. Now, we're going to give you a credit for your flight, meaning we're going to give you a coupon. We will not book your transportation. We don't do that because if you have a bad flight or something, you're going to show up and you're not going to be excited because you got to sit around in a hotel, sit around in an airport, whatever may happen. But we will give you the coupon, the amount to be allocated for you to spend on your transportation. Ambassadors, this is a big day for you because all of the VIPs are already coming. All of the VIPs are coming to the event. Now, all you ambassadors, all the ones who aren't on the call listening tonight, tomorrow, the next day, all you're invited as well. And you're going to find out exactly next week how that's going to be. But we are going to make this a family, a community, and we're going to take what we got and our foundation and grow from that. And we need your help. And for that, you become our support and we reward you. Now, I know it's difficult to believe everything, especially online, internet. You know, I've told you all to go and Google us. You'll find one thing out there on Google about we are, quote, a Ponzi scheme doing a lottery out of the USA. No, we don't sell tickets in the USA to nobody. You can only get a free ticket in the USA. We're not a Ponzi scheme. We don't have any levels of commission. You don't have left leg, right leg, the pyramid. We don't have any of that. We are licensed out of the Philippines. We have a partner that's been in business, a joint venture for over 10 years in the gaming industry, who is now our CEO and has been for the last 18 months, Gigi Rodriguez. You'll be able to go to Avazoo.com. Apart from Avazoo.com, you'll be able to go to our communication resource center where you will be able to find out everything. Now, I would like somebody to come on that yet we have not met face to face. He is a hero because he's just loves what we're doing. Jim Wagner found him didn't find him. He went to Liberty University, a major university, and Jim, as most of you know, was a professor there. Jim said to us one day on a call, well, I know Rashad Jennings, and obviously anybody that's kind of watched any kind of American football would know the name. However, a lot of people know him because he was the champion of Dancing with the Stars. So I don't know if he's ready to come on. I would love to bring up an image first, Justin, if there's any way you can do that. So everybody would, I just think he looks so good out there dancing with the stars. But he just wanted to come on. We asked him, and within 5 minutes of the call, there was a bond. And he sees what we're trying to do, and he understands the concept. And he's going to be our host of all of the events, or as long as he wants to do them. So if you think of Ryan Seacroft from American Idol, or one of those type people that's on the stage, does the introductories, will be on some calls. It was a lot of looking for us to find the right person, the right personality, but more to the point, the right beliefs in his heart and who he follows. And we had a chance to meet him, and he's just been awesome. We talk. If it's not daily, it's definitely every other day. We're messaging him backwards and forwards. So out of the blue last night, I said, hey, why don't you join us on the call this morning? And this is, I think, oh, there you had it. That is, if you don't know who Rashad Jennings is, that is the day he won the Dancing with the Stars. So if you like Dancing with the Stars, then you would recognize him. Justin, you're going to show him one of, oh, there you go. Look at that. Now that's an incredible picture because people recognize him. And I'm wondering if, Justin, if you bought one up of him being, yeah, there you go. We bought that up especially for Jim Wagner, who is a New York Giants fan, but obviously for Rashad. So you guys kind of know who he is if you're in the US. If you're around the world, you would know him from Dancing with the Stars. So Rashad, do you want to come on and say whatever you want to say? We've done no rehearsal, nothing. Just want to bring you on and say hello to everybody. You have to turn your camera on. We got him.
He's here. He's still muted. I just did an ask to unmute.
I think you have to do the 3 buttons and make him like a co-host or something. I have to do.
He is. He's a panelist. There he is. Great day, Rashad.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hey, I might have a little bit of delay. I don't know if you guys can hear me or see me or am I on?
What
You're
you say?
on, and he said he has. Oh.
What you say?
Okay.
We can hear you and see.
No,
you
I got
just
you. I
fine.
got you. I'm just joking with you.
There we go. From my view, it look okay. All right, there we go. I'm glad to be here, man. It might be, like I said, it might be a crazy delay over here. I'm not sure, but I'm happy to be here. Really happy to be here.
Okay, so Beans, we've done no rehearsal or nothing, and I know you know quite a lot, but there's still
Nice.
You've got a lot to
Nice.
learn.
Well, hey, listen, guys, I'm very happy to be a part of this. As Dave kindly mentioned, I've been able to succeed in a couple of different areas in life. One of which was playing in the NFL for a total of 8 years. I played with the Jacksonville Jaguars for 4, played with the Oakland Raiders for 1, and I played with the New York Giants for 3. And from there, I was able to move on and go on a beautiful show called Dance with the Stars. I've learned how to dance. So if anybody ever wants to dance and see me, I don't say no to anybody. That's the thing about me. I will dance with any and everybody across the globe. And teach too. I think it's an amazing thing to learn how to dance. And if you are in a relationship with somebody, one of the things I went to school to study is to become a premarital marital counselor. So I would teach you how to dance with your significant other. Then I wrote my first book that became a New York Times bestseller. It's titled The If in Life. The If in Life. It can be found where all books are sold. It's a play on words. When you spell out the word life, if is in the middle. IF, the if in life. And it's really about our decisions that we make that change the trajectory of our futures. And that it's been spectacular for me. And then I started writing children's books because I struggled academically growing up. And so I wanted to give kids something to motivate them to read. And so I have a 4-book series that we're turning into a cartoon series. And I care about kids. I'm philanthropically driven. I have a foundation. I focus on reading, education, literacy, health and fitness, and mentorship. Those are the pillars that really changed my life. And so, you know, my every Tuesday while I played in the NFL, I would focus on going in communities, giving back, whether it was partnering with Habitat, Humanity, whether it was partnering with major corporations, small, I would always show up. And when I ran across this opportunity to hear that this is a global thing that really helped change the world, I said, count me in without a doubt. I share a quick story, just real quick, that I think resonates. And Dave, I don't even know if I ever told you this, but when I was young, I was in school, middle school, and my dad came and picked me up one day and we played hooky. For those of you that may not know, hooky is basically just skipping school, right? Getting out of class and leaving. And so he came and picked me up and we played hooky. And it was a good time to have father-son bonding moments. So we went to grab some pizza and we went on the beach. It was cold that day, so we didn't get in the water. We just had pizza on the beach, father-son bonding moment. We later then got back in the truck, went to the mall, shopped around, and made our way back to the house on time when I would have been there on time. So my mom wouldn't have known any difference. In any event, I get in the house and my mom, I go to my room. I'm young. I go to my room and I got sand in my shoe. And all the sand in my shoe, I take my shoe and I start pouring the sand out on the carpet like a dodo. Shouldn't have done that, but I did it anyway. And sooner or later, my mom comes in the room and she's like, Shotty, where's all this sand coming from? She calls me Shotty. And she sees all this sand coming out of my shoe. And she said, where you been? Where's all the sand coming from? And I looked at her because I didn't want to lie. That's my mom. I'm not going to lie to her. So my dad comes in, puts his hands on her shoulder and says, honey, I got him. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, whew. He saved the day. My mom leaves. She was like, yeah, you make sure you get on him. I just cleaned them carpets. And so my dad looks at me and says, son, I'm proud of you. And I think to myself, yeah, I bet you're proud of me because I didn't tell on you. And he says, no, son, I'm proud of you because you changed the world. I looked at him. I said, huh? He said, yeah, the way that the earth rotates, way that the sun shifts around, brought that sand to that beach. You took a piece of that sand away from the beach. Therefore, son, you changed the world. And I thought about it. I said, that's a very interesting way to think I changed the world. And as I got older, that this story started to mean so much more to me because I started to think, how many days would it take for me to go to that beach, get a shoe full of sand, take it away from the beach before you can tell a significant dent in the beach? For me to go there every day, it would be methodical. It would take forever, decades, ages, centuries before anybody could notice a difference. But then I started to think, if we could get everybody, if we could get millions upon millions of people to go to the beach and get a shoe full of sand and take it away, we could really make a difference. And to me, this is a global opportunity to really impact the world in a unique way that isn't about self. And obviously, somebody gets the grand opportunity to win. But even if there is no losers, because the money is going to philanthropic reasons. And so overarching scheme of this is to change the world in a beautiful way. And I wanted to be involved and I'm happy to be involved. I'm glad, that God put me in this position. So I'm happy. I'm excited to see everybody's beautiful faces across the world that I get to interact with and, meet. And please, if you see me, dance with me. I will not say no to y'all. And I appreciate y'all letting me come by, Dave, and, kind of talk to everybody. And one day I will be cool enough to have that beautiful Avazoo in the background of my screen. I haven't got the upgrade yet.
We'll send it to you for next time. We'll send it to you for next time.
So let me ask you a question. Rashad, do you have a lot of echo? I mean, how much is the delay right now? Is it caught up?
No, looks like he still has a few second delay.
Yeah.
We hear him perfect, but he's got a delay hearing us.
That beautiful Avazoo in the background of my screen. I haven't got the upgrade yet.
We'll send it to you for next time. We'll send it to you for next time.
So let me ask you a question. Rashad, do you have a lot of echo? I mean, how much is the delay right now? Is it caught up?
I just heard you say caught up.
Oh, okay. So
no, looks like he still has a few second delay.
Yeah.
We hear him perfect, but he's got a delay hearing us.
That beautiful Avazoo in the background of my screen. I haven't got the upgrade
We'll send
yet.
it to you for next time. We'll send it to you for next time.
So let me ask you a question. Rashad, do you have a lot of echo? I mean, how much is the delay? There's a lot. There's a lot. Okay, so listen, if you can hear me, fantastic story. Actually, I think that has got to be one of your openings as you do the main event. Now we got another. Hang on. Rashad, could you jump off and come back on, see if that makes it better? Is that possible? Can you disconnect and reconnect? I don't think he's getting it. The video is on real time, isn't it? Is he hearing us? Can you hear us?
Interesting.
hopefully I'll get my message. Yes, he's going to. There you go. Okay, so folks, look, we wanted to do that today. I wanted to be the call right to the point, which is how to get your free ticket. So why he's jumping off, jumping back on, and I know a lot of you got data plans all around the world. You know, we're going to, when you on Monday, starting Monday, when you go in. So if you wake up Monday morning and it's not working for you, you could be in a different time zone. So remember, we work off a UTC time. Monday night at 8 o'clock New York time is the company update call. But what will happen is we will trigger your device, whether it's your app you're going in, whether it's your communication resource center, wherever it is you're going to go. What's going to happen is you will not be able to log in. So for example, those of you that are already having some problems logging in, that now will trigger you to this new page so that you're able. Now, there are a lot of questions that come up that I need you all to help share out. People aren't getting free entries at the moment because we had to turn it off to start the audit. There is a 14-day cycle that you're all concerned about for August 1. It doesn't matter no more because your free ticket, there is no requirement to keep that ticket. So that is out of the system. So once you get your ticket, you do not have to have a requirement. We're hoping, we're praying that you will still go out and spread the word to let everybody know by getting additional free entries. But the fact is, you don't have any requirement. Hey, bud, have you got better?
I think we're good now.
Oh, that's a lot better. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So the first thing I wanted to say was the story with the sand. I get it completely. And I just think, how old was you when that happened? What were your day off with your dad?
I was about 14, 15.
14. Can you hear him okay? Everybody hear him okay? Because I know he's a little bit faint, but I can hear him. It looks like your microphone's not turned on for some reason.
Yeah, let me see. Is this any better?
Check test 1, 2, 3.
Microphone test.
We can hear you. It's just very low.
Yeah.
There you go. Is this much?
There you go. Yep,
Perfect.
you're good.
Perfect.
Right. Yeah.
So let me just tell everybody, look, we know you're on data plans from where you're in Nigeria, Kenya, South America. We appreciate you being on the call today, but if you can hang a little bit longer, it'd be awesome. We're just going to have a couple of questions. So Rashad, how old was you when your dad decided to take you out of school for the day?
Yeah, I was about somewhere between 13, 14 years old.
Okay. Now, just because I grew up in England, I mean, is this a traditional thing that people who grew up in America do?
From time to time, it's one of those things that parents do for their kids every blue moon. Yeah, every blue moon.
Okay, so how did you get into football? That's my first question for you. I'm just curious.
Yeah, sure. So football, I got into football. I have two older brothers that were athletic. They both played football professionally for a quick moment. My oldest played for 1 year. And the other one, my middle brother's named Rashad Jennings. He played for 3 years. And, I grew up just wanting to be like them. Even though I wasn't, I was this little fat, overweight, chubby kid that rode the bench.
So what Justin's done is he's actually put your foundation up on the link so everybody can see your foundation, because obviously that was one of the first things that, I wanted to go and see about you too. You're not somebody, you are Avazoo. I mean, I hope we've talked about it, but you are going to be on stage. Not only are you going to be on stage, but you are going to be part of the philanthropy board. I mean, to me, it's exciting just having you here because of your background and your foundation and what you've been trying to do with your community. And you've had some great opportunities, but you don't even feel, you've still got lots more to bring. You feel that your blessings are still coming, right? I mean, you're on the same page as we are.
Absolutely. I feel like I'm at the starting point. Really, it kind of popped my head out of water after leaving away from the NFL and really get to explore all the things that I think that are in front of me. So I'm excited. I'm at the beginning stages. Okay.
So after the NFL, did somebody contact you from Dancing with the Stars, or was it a passion you had that you done an app? How did that all happen?
Oh, so it's very ironic. When I was in New York, it was a random Friday evening. I was walking down Manhattan, Times Square. I was going to Modell's to do an autograph signing. and there was a random TMZ reporter that ran up to me and said, "Hey," he put the camera right on my face, like, "Rashad, hey, where you going? Where you headed to?" And I had headphones on like this, and I was just walking down the street, jamming out. And he said, "Man, looks like you got some real nice dance moves. You ever consider doing Dancing with the Stars?" And I said, because the camera's in front of me, I was like, "Yeah, sounds great." I've never heard of Dance with the Stars. I didn't know what it was. I just thought that would be the best answer at the time. And come to find out, they got wave of that. About a year and a half later, my name was in consideration, and they chose me. And so it was so random, and it was serendipitous too, because every single off season, I wanted to pick up a new craft. I love learning. So the first off season, I picked up a guitar, learned how to play. The next off season, magic tricks. The next off season, Olympic style fencing. Just every single off season, learning something new.
Magic tricks.
Tons.
Oh,
I love it.
So
Fencing.
So when you get to know him, folks, if you're not following him, please do go to his Instagram account. I don't know if you have a TikTok, but he's doing a new. He's working on a new show where he's literally knocking this house down, not with anybody. He's just doing it himself. And most of you guys know I was a general contractor for a long time. And Rashad is not just been handed a golden spoon. Let me tell you something. That what he just talked about there is opportunity. That's what we're all talking about with you guys receiving this free ticket. But, he's walking down the street and he's blessed because somebody stops him and he's bopping or whatever you want to call that word, and then a year later his name's out there. But Rashad is a go-getter, and that's what we needed for Avazoo. This show, he's literally got sledgehammers, he's knocking down kitchens, he's out at the pool, he's knocking down the fencing, he's got chainsaws. And I called him I left him a message with WhatsApp, and I says, "Hey bro, you look like you're a professional on that thing, coming from the construction industry." And he goes, "Oh yeah, I grew up in landscaping." And so he's not, folks, he's not that person that's just been handed it. He's literally stepped line by line, and each time he's done something good, he's getting blessed. And obviously our blessing is having with us because of his beliefs in the Lord and everything we do, and of course the charity giving back. So please look at his foundation, check it out. Rashad, I can only just tell you that, hey, if everything goes good and we can go to this event, it's going to be actually great for us to be together for a few days in Singapore if we can make everything happen. And just having you part of it. I mean, I am so comfortable handing the mic over to you and say, whatever you need, let me know. I will support you, and you just go and tell the world what's going on. I think it's going to be great.
That's awesome, man. Likewise. I'm enjoying the journey. The whole process is very humbling to be a part of this.
Do you know what's really funny? If you don't mind me talking, Rashad's got a great attorney, as a friend, an attorney who really protects him. And when we first met with Rashad and talked to him, I'm going to say it most probably was around Christmas time. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was. And I literally said, well, I've got to pray on it. I've got to get some direction. And within 24 hours, I already had my answer. And I told him, as far as I'm concerned, the deal's cut, done, end of story. And of course, we had some legal things we had to do to protect him, which being living in the US and being on a US soil, we don't want anybody, none of our management team, none of our friends, anybody getting in any legal issues. And we're not selling tickets here. So for a long time, I think Rashad may have saying, well, perhaps we're not going to be able to get over this, what we got to do to protect us. In my mind, every time we had a conversation, I'm getting this next vision that, okay, we got to do this and we got to set the stage up so he's over there. So you didn't know this, Rashad, but you're going through this thing, and I'm saying to myself, I know it's going to work out because I'm getting told you're here. So, we're so happy to have you. But I'm jumping on this morning. It just shows what type of person you are. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, man, I'm glad I was able to do it at the right time. So I'm here, man, to help this grow and see it be successful. I know you put a lot of work along with your team for many years. As you said, it's 18 years to get here. So, what happens when you turn 18, you're allowed to move out on and here, when you turn 18, that's adulthood. So this thing has become an adult.
There you go. That's awesome way to think of it. Well,
that's a great way to look at it.
We're gonna wrap the call up from us three and everybody part of Avazoo and everybody which is part of the vision that we all see. Please, as soon as you see Monday, get that free ticket. I've said in a couple of videos, what if it's a scam? No big deal, right? Yeah, you put up your email address and your name. We're not asking for private information, banking information, credit card. But I think by now, most of you know that we're real, and a lot of you are going out and beyond to help us with that, and we thank you. But please, there are people literally do not check their emails, or perhaps they didn't believe it in the first place and didn't put an email. Our job as a team, as a family, is to reach out to every one of those over this next 10-day window and get them to get that free ticket. Listen, this could be your friend. And if your friend wins, could you imagine that person having $1 billion? Forget the billion. If he has $1 million, no matter what, they're going to take you out for dinner and a few good things. But if they win $1 billion, you're going to get completely blessed because you would receive $1 million because you introduced them to the company. So remember that as you spread the word, not only do you get free entries, but if one of those people win and you don't win the jackpot, they get $1 million. So we really are asking, praying for your help to reach all those people and say, please go and get your free ticket and just see what happens. And I promise you, as the weeks and months go on, more and more commercials, TVs, celebrities, you will see. And if you don't know what a frenzy is, meaning if you ever go fishing, just watch what's been happening in the Mega Bowl. We got people, literally yesterday, they turned the office down or closed the store down 2 hours earlier than normal because there was so many raffle or lottery tickets that had to go into the system. And somebody through the night won 1.2, I think it was, Tisa, the final number, $1.2 billion. Can you imagine how life-changing that is? Not just for them, but the good that certain people will be able to go and do. So we thank you for coming on this morning. Rashad, brother, I just appreciate you, and we'll chat later today. I'll reach out to you. And I don't know if you want to tell these people, whatever you do as in that running back huddle to get that touchdown, tell these guys to go and get the touchdown and get that free ticket.
Yeah, it's there. It's free. Free is for me. What's it saying? Free is for me. I'll take 3. That's right. That's right. But I really appreciate it. Yeah, get your free tickets. Get your entries. Excuse me. Get your free entries.
Well, it's a free ticket, and then they can get as many free entries as they want just by spreading the word. So
I think Rashad might have missed that what's happening here, which is the ambassadors, they weren't, there was a program, they had to sign up 20 people. They weren't able to do that. So then we came up with the VIP option for them to still have a free ticket. And then they didn't either make it over there, qualify, whatever it might be. So now they have an opportunity. We're reaching back out to them one last chance where they can come in and still get a free ticket. Otherwise, they would just be out of the raffle altogether. So it's pretty awesome. So that's why he's saying get that free ticket. They're giving a chance on Monday to keep an eye out for that, to fill out the form.
But they got 10 days. They're going to have 10 days. So we can
starting Monday.
Today's goal, what it was, Rashad, is we kept extending it and kept trying to get these people on board, and they had different images and different things. Forget all that. What we're trying to do now is just take the gift, be blessed, because let's hope one of them is at least one of the big $1 million winners, and we just want them to be part of it. We don't want to leave anybody behind. We want to do what we say. If we use the word free, it means free. And that's it. So we just wanted you to come on and just tell them to do it. So we've done what I think we can do today, Tisa. Everybody out there, please get the word out, spread the word to them ambassadors. And we'll be doing trainings Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 10 days next week, nonstop, including Sunday next week. We'll be doing calls every day to help everybody understand the new program. So thank you for joining us today, wherever you're coming from around the world. God bless to you, love to you and the family. We really appreciate it. Rashad, God bless, love to you and the family as well, obviously, Tisa. And let's go and make a change, because we can do it together. It won't be easy. We know we're going to have some, ups and downs. That's what you do. But don't worry about it, because tomorrow's a new day, a new start, and we can make that change. So, Rashad, say goodbye, and Tisa, say goodbye to everybody, and love to you guys.
Awesome. Blessings
Thanks,
to
Dave.
everybody. Have a good weekend.
Thanks. Take
All
care,
right,
guys.
everyone.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Rashad. Good to see you. Thanks, Dave. All right,
Talk to you
everyone.
later.
God bless you. Have an awesome morning, afternoon, evening, depending on what part of the world you're in. Thank you so much for joining us today, and start making sure, if you have not already, reach those ambassadors. Make sure that nobody misses out. Just like Dave says, no one will be left behind. All right, everyone. We'll see you in the CRC. Hope to see you in the winning line. One cause, one love.